What's up everyone, aloha, Steven here, bringing you guys another review. So today we're doing a review on the NMD R1 and the OG Core Black colorway. Sorry in advance if you guys can't hear me. It's been really hot lately and I just got my AC installed. Anyway, so besides this Core Black colorway, there's also a Colorway and also a gray colorway. So this OG colorway was one of the first colors that was released on the NMDs back in 2015. But that was a prime knit NMD. Sorry I don't have a prime knit to compare these, so I'll be referencing for some pictures. You got the blue and red midsole plugs. Actually looking at them closer, there are a bit of glitter on them, as you can see here. I was wondering if I got like probably a weird error because I've never seen this before. And so I went on the app, I could look at the pictures, and then when I zoomed in, yeah, there were glitter on there. So I'm assuming this is how they come. And actually, these midsole plugs, they are not as soft as they were in my other NMDs. These feel really hard. I don't know if it's the same material, but I thought that was just weird that it's not as soft as previous models. Looking at the details of the shoe, there are actually some differences comparing to previous NMDs that I have owned or just NMDs in general. Normally, this overlay here is usually a stitching, so they decided to just put like a print on there. It's just kind of weird because you don't really see the 3 stripes as much. It looks kind of like 4 stripes if anything, comparing it to this model right here. That is just a stitch right here. I don't know why they went with that, but it's whatever. The laces are actually different on these too. These are actually some round laces compared to the regular flat laces that you usually come with. I don't really have a problem with these round laces, but I just prefer the flat laces of the other NMDs. If anything, I'll probably just do like a lace swap, just because I kind of like flat laces better, but we'll see. And maybe just stick with these. Oh, before I go on, it's weird that they released these because Adidas actually had a prime knit version of the NMDs released like a few months back with the same colorway, but no one really liked them just because of the way it looks, judging from this picture that I have right here. It's not the same as the OG silhouette, besides the prime knit, but yeah, I wasn't really feeling those. So when I saw that they're releasing these, I thought, okay, I'm getting these because I like the look of these better. Take a look at the upper. We know obviously this isn't a prime knit, but it's some kind of stretch knit material from what the app says on the description. Because of that knit material, I was wondering what kind of size to get because this looks exactly the same as this version of the NMDs that I have. So these are the Darth Vader NMDs, and which is weird because I actually had to go half a size down in these. Normally I wear an 8.5 in NMDs. I have a wide foot, but I usually go true to size. So I'm an 8.5 in NMDs, but this one I had to go half size down. So when I saw the pictures, I thought, do I have to go half size down? So if you compare them, just looking at them here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a picture anyways. If you look at them, they look exactly the same. So that's why I was on the fence of whether to get 8.5 or to get an 8. But I just thought I'll go true to size, so thank goodness I did because these fit fine. So as far as sizing goes, I'd say go with whatever you wear in NMDs, or if you haven't worn them before, just go true to size. Going back to the shoe, up to the tongue tab, we see another difference. The Trifold logo on here is actually smaller, and it doesn't have the word Adidas right underneath it, as you can see here, comparing to an older model. You see the difference in the tongue tag. They've been making a lot of changes on this version of the NMD, comparing it to the OG prime knit. I thought they'd make it look the same, but it doesn't really matter to me. I thought it'd just be like an exact replica minus the prime knit. Now as we make our way inside the shoe, there's actually another difference. So this one doesn't have a removable insole like it does on this version, but that liner that goes on top of the boost is actually different now. So if you look at it here, it's just all in black. You don't actually see the boost. And this is Adidas, the brand, the 3 stripes, and also in other languages. Whereas this one, you can actually see the boost that you're walking on top of. And going towards the heel, I actually like this version a lot. There is some cushioning along the heel now, which is awesome because on this, there's no cushioning, and because of that, I don't like wearing low-cut socks or no-shoe socks with these. These tend to scratch my heel, so normally I would just wear socks that kind of have like a higher heel. Or if anything, I just like to wear, you know, quarter socks or crew socks. But I'll probably give these a try now with some no-show socks or low-cut socks. Hopefully they feel better and don't scratch my heel. Going towards the back, we see something different as well again, and that is that heel mustache. Normally there's a stitch around this part right here. There's probably like 2 pieces just stitched, or probably just 1 piece, but just add stitching here. Whereas this one, that inner part actually protrudes out more and there's no stitching. And they also removed the word Adidas underneath the logo on here, as you can see. Going towards the midsole, I actually didn't see it at first, but now that I looked at it, the midsole is actually bigger. I don't know if you guys can see it. Don't mind the black part, that's just part of the design, but yeah, it actually looks a lot bigger. I'm surprised. They actually did not put that in the description, whether or not they put more like boost pellets, but I don't know if there's a difference. I'll have to put these on feet and see how it is, so just wait till the end of the video. I'll put this on feet and I'll tell you guys how they feel compared to this, if their extra boost makes a difference, but we'll see. To get a better view, I actually have one of my beater NMDs here to compare to the midsole, because it's all white instead of this is like a black like design on here. So as you can see, there's actually more boost on here. So because of the more boost, the back midsole plug is actually bigger and in design. I don't know if you guys can see it, but comparing these two, at least to me, it looks bigger. Going towards the back of the shoe, taking a look at the pull tab. No changes there, just the same pull tab as the other NMDs with the same wording, the brown 3 stripes in different languages. And if you go down toward the bottom of the shoe, looking at the outsole, no changes there as well. Now it comes to pricing, so these are going for $140, and like I said, there was a sale. Depending on what day you got them, I think Friday was 25%, and then Saturday up until Monday was 30%. So I got these at 30% off. So for $140 down to like about $100, that's actually a really good deal. Normally, NMDs don't go on sale until like later on compared to when they first released. When I first saw the news that these were releasing, looking at the comments on Facebook or Instagram, people are saying like NMDs are dead or nobody asked for these. The thing is, the hype is dead. There are actually some people that still like to wear NMDs, myself included. Although more often I like to wear Ultra Boost compared to NMDs, but I'll always have a spot for NMDs just because they were the first shoes that introduced me to Boost. I didn't get into NMDs or Boost until 2017. I know they started in 2015. I got into it pretty late, so I think around that time it was probably slowly declining. So I think it's just crazy people are saying NMDs are dead. I didn't get into it because of the hype. I just thought they were very comfortable and I thought they looked pretty cool. But you know, so I guess simply like to ride the hype wave. Alright, now that we got the shoe out of the way, time for some on-foot looks. Alright, so after having these on feet, I'm not too sure if there's actually more boost here. I think it's just a bigger midsole in just terms of looks. I don't really feel a difference comparing it to other NMDs that I have. If anything, maybe just a little bit more softer. You know, just a very small difference. Probably won't even notice it. And also, I feel like there's also more cushioning around the ankle, like around here as well too, on the sides. And looking at it from the top, there is actually more space and around the ankle area in terms of, you know, the ankle opening. I really like the shirt that I'm wearing. It has the Trifle logo and like some cloud thoughts. And in the back of the shirt it says, "All day I dream about sneakers," which is pretty cool. As a sneakerhead, especially as someone who likes to collect wearing Adidas shoes, it's a nice touch. Alright, that's the end of this review. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below about what you think of these shoes, what you like about them, what don't you like about them, or if you're gonna cop them. Don't forget to subscribe as well and turn on the notification bell. I'll see you guys next time with shoots, and aloha.